Hello, everybody. What's new and exciting? Welcome back to Miss Belinda Services. Today, I wanted to come in and talk a little bit about the changes in season. We all have our favorite seasons for varying reasons. So, whether that be winter, spring, summer, or fall, we all have no choice but to navigate these seasons as effectively and as successfully as we can where it relates to our mental health and wellness. So, if you live in the parts of the world where there has been changes in season, we have officially transitioned from summer into fall. And along with that comes no longer the warmth of summer in terms of abundant sunshine, longer days, lots of outdoor activities, to fall that comes with a little bit less sunshine, a little less warmth and heat, a lot more cold and cooler days and nights, and longer darkness. Now, whether we are aware of this or not, the changes in seasons also do impact the changes in our moods as well. It can be so debilitating for some people that they become officially diagnosed with seasonal affective disorder. But this is not the video for seasonal affective disorder. In this video, I wanted to come in and acknowledge with you that the changes in the season requires us to make some changes in how we are moving along in our life with our self-care and lifestyles. So, to do that, I'm going to bring our attention to 5 ways or 5 strategies that we can use to start thinking about how to reassess and process and move in the right direction. The first one I'm going to talk about is sleep. We have to reassess our sleeping habits and patterns because what might have been working in the summer will no longer be the best practice now that we are in the fall. If you know anything about the circadian rhythm and you could research that, or we can have a conversation on that in another video, it does impact how we are getting effective sleep and effective digestion and health generally if we follow a circadian rhythm and a pattern that is beneficial to us. But when it comes to sleep, what I would like to focus on is let's reassess these sleeping patterns and habits and let's redevelop what the healthy sleeping routines are that we have. Make a plan with yourself to shut down at a specific time in the night. Make sure that you have established certain routines and rituals, if you will, that help you to transition effectively from being busy during the day to winding down to having sleep at night. So, whether that includes setting the mood in terms of lighting, setting sounds in terms of like soundscapes or sleep music, or having warm baths or hot showers, or using calming and, just great smells like essential oils and all of these things that you could create to help with a ritual to transition you smoothly to sleep. And for those who might be having more difficulty sleeping, practices like bedtime, sleep time meditation, or progressive muscle relaxation will help with sleep. Restful sleep, stay sleeping, and therefore you will benefit from that, in your functioning during the day. The second one I want to touch on is our eating habits. Once again, what might be working in the summer with a lot of activity might not necessarily be working in the fall. The challenge is that in the fall and the winter months, we naturally want to eat a lot of more comfort foods and we want to sleep a lot, just like bears, and hibernate. But that might not be helpful for our mental health and well being. So, having said that, let's be mindful and be just aware of what we're eating and when we are eating, because that also helps with our circadian rhythm and it helps with whether we're giving our body enough time to digest food before we sleep and all of that fun stuff. The third thing I want to touch on is self care. My points in self care will be first that let's stay hydrated because there is the forgetfulness that, especially in the fall time when it's not that hot, most people might not want to drink, but we still have to stay hydrated. Let's also stay supplemented and let's stay moisturized. Supplemented, you might want to talk to your primary care physician around that and come up with some supplements that you require based on what your needs might be. But definitely look into that. And also, when it comes to moisturizing, we do forget that our skin would also need some TLC. So staying moisturized is helpful because it keeps our skin, feeling good, and therefore we don't have to deal with the discomfort of dry or cracking skin. And then, just closely related to the self care in those three categories is movement. Let's create activities that offer movement. It can be a little bit less enticing to come outside when it seems like the weather is not as warm, but plan on getting some sunlight when you can, and definitely plan on getting some fresh air and oxygen, because what this does is that it would help with circulation in your body, and it would help with increased blood flow and oxygen to your brain, which helps you feel good. The fifth and final one is let's continue to practice our mindfulness and relaxation and self regulation practices. And if you want to know more about that, you can watch my previous video on that to give you more ideas on how you could practice that. But I hope, as usual, that this helps. Once again, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to reach me on my email, missbelindaservices@gmail.com, on any of the handles, miss.belindaservices, or through the website, missbelindaservices.com. Thank you for watching, and I hope to talk to you in the next one.